Hey everybody, just really quick, I want to show you guys, I showcased this in the morning, but I want to show you how I go about trading my futures. I don't trade them day to day. It's not every day that I trade them. I am a futures trader, but I wouldn't say that I spend most of my time in the futures market. What I really developed here was, well, let me go back. So over the last 6 years, I've been running Trendy Trading, and what I've noticed is that the future traders, they're very few. There's not a whole lot of them because a lot of them get burned out by using a very poor process. It can raise your blood pressure big time. It's pretty scary if you don't know what you're doing. You got to understand everything about futures, and if you want to know more, just please reach out to me. But I want to show you how I use futures in my room. So one thing that we do that's different than everybody is I use my brokerage account to show everybody my trades, and my actual Discord room is linked to my brokerage account, so it's going to show you exactly what I do. Now the API though for futures is not in the same spot, so we cannot retrieve that information, unfortunately. So you can't see when I enter future trades. But what I can do is I programmed my signals to fire off when I would go short or when I would go long. So I like to call these guys my mods, even though these aren't humans. These are exactly what I would do in the situation if I were to take this trade. So for example, we just had oil, and today is the 1st of June. I'm in one of these moods where I'm knocking out a lot of different videos here, but and I hope it helps you. And if it does, please hit the like. But this is popped up as 113.59, and the stop price would be 114.3. I got to take a lot of things into consideration. You know, am I scalping? Am I going, is this a longer term trade? What is the current trend? And that's why everything on my screen is there to kind of help you, you know, figure out what you want to do. Like oil is extremely bullish on the year. The monthly is bullish. The weekly is bullish. The day was actually bearish. We were actually looking at, some future traders and I were looking at shorting oil by way of put debit spreads about 40 plus days out, because I do think, although there's a lot of macro factors out there that point higher, maybe I'm just a bit of a contrarian when it comes to this whole oil push right now. So there are some things that I'm looking at where I'm actually a little biased to the short side. Okay. Now, of course, all those things, you know, I follow price no matter what, but I just want to show you how I would trade oil. So I look at my banners and I think, okay, this is a short, this is a 5-minute sell signal. And if you're looking at a 5-minute sell signal, you know, what is that in comparison to this bullish action that we have on the month? This means nothing, folks. This just means that you could possibly make a couple $100 to the downside or something like that per contract. And honestly, that's what it gave you. It gave you a short entry here at 113.59. It pushed down into 113.26. So take the 59 from the 26. You're looking at about $300, okay, per contract. Now, I have to assess. The next thing I do is assess after trend. I want to assess the risk. Like, am I willing to take that much risk? Okay. And the easy way to do that, if you're not strong at math, and that's okay if you're not, you're just going to take a calculator, and we're going to put in that 114.30 and minus that of 113.59, and that equals 71 cents. So it's 10, okay? It's $10 for every penny the stock goes against you or in your favor is $10 for you. So this would be 71 times 10. This is $710 of risk. Like, am I willing to take $710 of risk when this thing is super bullish? I could tell you I would if I was using debit spreads to the downside or puts to the downside, but for a quick scalp trade, no. Again, 5 minutes versus the bigger trend here. Now, I don't like this risk. That doesn't mean I won't take it. Where would I take it in this case? I'd much rather, when this alert went off, it was right here, okay? I'd much rather it pop back up into this zone right here, all right, and then go short and put my risk just above this. And I typically, when I trade oil futures, I'm only putting in $50 to $100 risk with my alerts. And again, waiting for it to pop up into resistance before I go short. Okay, so right here, I'd be waiting and see if we come right into here. As a matter of fact, it just came into there. But this is where we'd be looking at getting short, somewhere around 113.68 by possibly 113.81, somewhere in this area. And again, my risk would only be 50 cents, or sorry, not 50 cents, 5 cents to 10 cents. So $50 to $100 on this type of trade. Okay. Now, another thing that I could look at is the micro oil future. So instead of CL, it's going to be MCL, and that's a lot less leverage. It costs a lot less to trade that, and honestly, it's the best place to start if you're a beginner. And remember, here at Trendy Trading, I always use a bracket order, meaning I have myself a stop, an entry, and a target. So if I were to take this trade, I'd already have my stop in there. I'd already know where I want to get out, and that's it. All right, so anyways, I just want to show you how I look at my alerts, how I trade those, if I trade them, and how I have it set up. So it's just kind of there to help guide you. Maybe you're not even trading oil futures, maybe you're trading USO, and this pops up and it kind of helps you to understand which way direction of oil is headed. So if you have any other questions, please reach out to me, and I'll be happy to reach out to you. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.